Mr. Madhavan Nair, G. Madhavan Nair is former chairman of ISRO. Can I have him on the screen, please, Aditi? Thank you so much. Thank you very much, Mr. Nair, for joining us. Something very exciting Dr. Selvamurthy just said. He said that once you get this right the first time, the possibility of replicating it the second time, third time becomes that much easier. And that is the significance of tomorrow's landing. Would you like to expand on that, Mr. Nair?
Well, certainly once you do a job, the second one becomes easier. But we must recollect that 4 years back when we had the Chandrayaan-2, the soft landing operation, we had a glitch and finally it crash landed on the surface of the moon. So the lessons learned from that are very important. And ISRO has been working on the possible reasons for such a failure, and they have taken all conceivable corrective actions in the Chandrayaan-3 design. So the design modification which has been incorporated, the strengthening right from the pods to the thrusters, the computer, the software, the sensors, and so on. So all these, and also the host of simulations which has been done on the ground, that is the one which gives us confidence. Any mission, it has got its own uncertainties and complexities. But to anticipate the problems and prepare ourselves to the maximum extent is what best one can do. And I understand ISRO has done its homework properly. And there is a reasonably good chance that we will have 100% success in tomorrow's operations.
Why is landing on the lunar surface so difficult, Mr. Nair? You know, we just saw Lunar 25, the Russian space agency Roscosmos, which put out Lunar 25, which crashed 2 days ago. And Roscosmos said that there was a deviation of the actual parameters of the impulse from the calculated ones. And the Russians are known to be very, very advanced on space technology. Yet they couldn't do this. They say there's a lot of maneuvering. What makes landing on the lunar surface so incredibly difficult?
One thing is very unfortunate that Lunar mission has crash landed. With the 50 years back, they have demonstrated that they have the capability to land on the surface of the moon and even return samples from there. But in this particular mission, something has gone wrong, either on the computation of the thrust or in the gravitational or in the orbit determination and so on. So there could be various reasons, but exact reasons are not announced so far. But as far as the moon landing is concerned, the uncertainties are many. We don't have a clear picture about the lunar orbit. Of course, India has done twice. The Chandrayaan-1 and Chandrayaan-2 orbiters are there. From there, we are able to get a reasonably good picture about the gravitational field around the moon. But more than that, there is no atmosphere there. In the Earth orbit, once you break from the orbit, the atmosphere helps in reducing the velocity. And then finally, we can use parachutes to have a soft landing either on the sea or land. But on the moon, this is not possible. So every instant, of course, as it is going into orbit, it has got about a velocity of about 1.6 kilometer per second. From there, at the landing point, it has to be less than 1 meter per second. So to reduce this velocity in a very precise manner and take the lander through a precise trajectory is a real challenge. There is no beacons, there is no GPS, and we have to depend totally on the onboard instrumentation for this purpose. There are cameras, laser ranging system, and Doppler meters, and gyros and accelerometers built into it. And more than that, redundant powerful computers are there, which carries out the real-time computation required for this purpose. So that's said, perhaps last mission up to 2 kilometers above the surface we have reached. But this time, ISRO has taken a very cautious approach. First, they will reach up to 7.5 kilometers, then gradually bring it down. And as it approaches about 1 kilometer to 100 meters, it will be looking for the landing site, proper landing site from the camera images. And virtually the platform will have been made to float and then move laterally to the desired location. This is extremely complex and difficult operation, and all the sensors, thrusters, and the computer and algorithm has to work precisely. We have practically no control from the ground once the command for the sequence is initiated. So the 20 minutes is really going to be an ordeal, and
Wow.
we have to carefully watch every step of it.